Google. The name itself evokes a sense of awe, a digital behemoth that has woven itself into the fabric of modern life. From search engines to smartphones, from mapping software to artificial intelligence, Google's reach is vast and its influence undeniable. Yet a chorus of voices, fueled by concerns over market dominance and data privacy, is calling for the tech giant to be broken up. This essay argues that such a move would be a grave mistake, stifling innovation, hindering global competitiveness, and ultimately harming the very consumers it purports to protect. The spectre of AT&T's breakup in 1982 looms large in this debate. It was a landmark event that reshaped the telecommunications industry and set a precedent for antitrust actions in the United States. Proponents of dismantling Google point to this historical precedent as a shining example of how antitrust action can foster competition and benefit consumers. They argue that just as the breakup of AT&T led to lower prices and more choices for consumers, a similar action against Google could unleash a wave of innovation and competition in the tech industry. However, the comparison is flawed. The circumstances surrounding AT&T and Google are vastly different, and the outcomes of such actions are not guaranteed to be the same. AT&T's monopoly over telephone service was fundamentally different from Google's position in the ever-evolving tech landscape. AT&T controlled the entire telephone network from the infrastructure to the service, creating a static and unchallenged monopoly. Breaking up the Bell system made sense in the context of a static industry dominated by a single player. The telecommunications industry at the time was not subject to rapid technological changes, making the breakup a relatively straightforward solution to increase competition. The same logic does not apply to the dynamic world of digital technology, where innovation is the lifeblood of survival. In the tech industry, companies must constantly innovate to stay relevant, and the landscape is continuously shifting with new players and technologies emerging. Therefore, applying the same antitrust measures to Google as were applied to AT&T may not yield the intended benefits and could potentially stifle the very innovation that drives the industry forward. Google's success is not merely a function of its size, but also of its relentless pursuit of innovation. The company invests billions of dollars annually in research and development, pushing the boundaries of what's possible in areas like artificial intelligence, quantum computing, and autonomous vehicles. This innovation engine is fueled by the synergy between Google's various products and services, a delicate ecosystem that would be shattered by forced fragmentation. Breaking up Google would sever these vital connections, hindering its ability to develop groundbreaking technologies that benefit billions of users worldwide. In today's interconnected world, technological leadership is no longer a domestic affair. The digital age has transformed the way nations and companies interact, creating a complex web of competition and collaboration that spans the globe. Google competes on a global stage, vying for supremacy with tech titans from China and other nations. These companies are not just rivals, they represent different philosophies and approaches to technology and its role in society. Weakening Google through forced fragmentation would hand a strategic advantage to its international rivals, potentially ceding control of key technologies to companies with far less regard for user privacy and freedom of information. This could lead to a future where the principles of transparency and user rights are compromised, affecting billions of users worldwide. Preserving Google's strength is not just about protecting a single company, it's about maintaining a balance of power in the global tech landscape. A strong Google ensures that there is a counterbalance to other tech giants, promoting a diverse and competitive environment that fosters innovation, ensuring that the values of innovation, openness, and user empowerment continue to thrive. By supporting companies that prioritize these values, we can help shape a future where technology serves the greater good, empowering individuals and communities around the world. This is not just a battle for market share, it's a fight for the soul of the digital age. Section 5. A world without Google, navigating the unknown. Imagine a world without Google Search, Google Maps, or Android. The prospect is daunting, even unsettling. Google's products and services have become indispensable tools for billions of people worldwide, connecting them to information, to each other, and to the world around them. Breaking up Google would not simply create a few smaller companies, it would fundamentally alter the digital landscape, potentially leaving users at the mercy of less innovative, less reliable, and potentially less trustworthy alternatives. Section 6. The perils of fragmentation. A house divided. History teaches us that a house divided against itself cannot stand. The same principle applies to the tech industry. Google's strength lies in its ability to leverage its scale and resources to tackle complex challenges, from developing life-saving medical technologies to combating climate change. Breaking up Google would not only diminish its capacity to address these global issues, but could also lead to a fragmented and inefficient tech landscape, characterized by duplicated efforts, incompatible systems, and stifled innovation. Section 7. The visible hand government's role in the digital age. The debate over Google's future is not just about antitrust law, it's about the role of government in the digital age. Heavy-handed intervention in the form of forced breakups is not the answer. Instead, government should focus on fostering an environment that encourages innovation, promotes competition, and protects consumers. This can be achieved through policies that support startups, encourage investment in research and development, and ensure a level playing field for all players in the tech ecosystem. Section 8. Collaboration, not competition, the path to progress. The challenges facing humanity in the 21st century, from climate change to pandemics, are too complex for any one company or country to solve alone. Instead of seeking to dismantle tech giants like Google, we should be encouraging collaboration between governments, industry leaders, and research institutions to harness the power of technology for the greater good. Breaking up Google would send the wrong signal to the world, suggesting that competition trumps cooperation at a time when global unity is needed more than ever. Section 9. Beyond borders, the global impact of tech giants. The impact of breaking up Google would reverberate far beyond the borders of the United States. Developing countries in particular have benefited immensely from Google's presence, gaining access to information, education, and economic opportunities through its products and services. Weakening Google would disproportionately harm these communities, widening the digital divide and hindering their ability to participate fully in the global economy. Section 10. Conclusion. A plea for prudence. The debate over Google's future is not a simple one. It encompasses a wide range of issues that touch on various aspects of our modern lives. There are valid concerns about market dominance, data privacy, and the ethical use of data. These are not trivial matters as they affect the very fabric of our digital society. The power of tech giants is immense, and with great power comes great responsibility. The influence these companies wield can shape economies, politics, and even our daily interactions. However, these concerns must be weighed against the immense benefits that Google and companies like it bring to the world. From connecting people across continents to providing access to information and fostering innovation, the positive impacts are undeniable. Breaking up Google would be a drastic step, one that could disrupt the ecosystem of innovation that has been carefully built over the years. Such a move would have far-reaching and potentially unintended consequences, affecting not just the company, but the global tech landscape. Instead of resorting to blunt instruments like forced fragmentation, we should seek more nuanced solutions that address legitimate concerns without stifling innovation. We need to find ways to regulate and oversee these companies to ensure they act responsibly, while still allowing them the freedom to innovate and grow. While preserving the engine of innovation that drives progress and improves lives around the globe, we must also be vigilant in protecting the rights and privacy of individuals. The future of technology, and indeed the future of humanity, depends on finding this delicate balance. It is a challenge we must face with wisdom and prudence, for the stakes are incredibly high.